Welcome back to a new video, guys. So today it's Monday. We're bright and early out here. I was out here since 6 a.m. It's already probably around 9 a.m. It's hot. It was nice and chilly in the morning, around 65. But we're not wasting any time. As you can see, I'm all black and sweaty. We're putting this thing together. Got a new radiator, new AC condenser, new fan blades, new shrouds, new intercoolers. We're piecing it all together right now. All we have to do is just put on some intercooler piping and then fill it up with some coolant and warm it up for the first time. Hopefully everything is good. Maybe take it for a test drive. We'll see how we do with time because we gotta go to the house. Gotta finish up a few things. Gotta start doing trim. Gotta finish painting. But Dennis is sanding that car down right now. We're gonna hopefully spray it down tomorrow morning because it's really hot during the day and the only time I can really paint is during the morning when it's still in the 70s. And this weather is looking really nice in the mornings throughout this week, around 60, 70. And during the day it's gonna be like 90, 100 degrees. But stay tuned, we'll catch you guys with the update. So we are back at the house, moving along quickly, dirty, sweaty, it don't stop us. We got the floor all knocked out, backsplash is done. We started doing the trim work. We knocked out all the trim that was painted by Stan. Tomorrow he's gonna spray some more trim down and the next day we're gonna finish off the trim, but take a look at all that. Came out really nice. We ended up changing a few light fixtures in the closets. They came out really nicely. Easy little job. But we've been here all day. We worked at the shop before this and we're all tired. Dennis is going to the lake. I'm gonna go do some errands, go to Lowe's, pick up some material, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Alright boys, it's a new day. Today was the day we were supposed to take the GTR out for a test drive, but the belt did not fit. It was a different size. We got Anthony sanding down the hood. I'm over here taking apart the front bumper. Super easy, just a few clips and like 3 pieces. Just this top piece, and then we got this little piece and this bracket. Eli's over there painting some parts, so I'm not gonna distract him over there. Alright boys, we got the hood sanded down. It's looking nice. Got the fender all sanded down. Got the bumper taken all apart, sanded. Eli over here painting some stuff.
Sprayed down some parts.
About to scuff these fender flares up and paint them up.
Yeah, so we'll scuff them down nicely. Give them a fresh coat of paint, make them look good, and then throw these on the truck tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be dry by then. But right now, the biggest thing, the GTR is ready for a test drive, except I ordered a new serpentine belt and it came in and it's the wrong one. So I called the dealer, got one ordered up, should be able to pick it up today. I'm gonna clean my guns out from the previous paint job that I did 30 minutes ago, and I'm gonna drive down there, hopefully pick it up. After that, we can throw it all together. The guys will finish this. I'll spray that down, and once we come back, I'll throw the new belt on, and hopefully we can take it for a first test drive. Stay tuned.
Right, so we're gonna be taking this rear bumper off right now. To get to the rear bumper, gotta take off some plastics here in the trunk because there's 2 bolts on each side behind here, and then a bunch of bolts underneath. So we're gonna unclip it real quick, slap it on the stand, take it all apart, and sand this primer down for paint. Got the bumper almost taken all apart. Got all the bolts off. It just needs to be clipped off or pulled off, I guess you can say. Dude, this bumper is pretty tricky, not gonna lie. It's got a bunch of bolts on the back. You also got to take off the taillight bolts because they are connected to the bumper. There's a couple bolts behind the fender liner here, just 2 10 mils, and then there's a bolt right there. The plastics had to be taken out for that. But yeah, we'll pull this bumper off real quick. Like I said, slap it on a stand and get to taking it apart. It is time to sand the bumper down. Got it all taken all apart. Got the taillights out. I'm bust out a 600 grit with some water, sand everything down, and then go over with the gray scuff wherever I missed all the edges and everything. Got the trunk all packed up. Here's the taillights. These things are pretty dope, not gonna lie. Got this thing all sanded out. Got the primer sanded, nice and matte. Eli's over here working on the front lip. It is fiberglass, so he has to sand it down, primer it, and then paint it. We got the customer car over here getting knocked out by Stan the man. Eli's gonna primer that and this at the same time. And yeah.
So it's a new day here, guys. We're back on the grind. 6 a.m. bright and early in the morning. We got the paint booth, wannabe paint booth, all cleaned out. We blew off all the parts. We're gonna throw the parts in right now, wipe them down with water, just to get rid of any dirt that's on the plastic or on the body parts. And then tape her up and hopefully spray that sucker down. So let's get to it. So we're having some pretty big problems. This color does not want to match. I've already spent over $500 on this paint, and it's crazy because there's no chips, there's no varieties, there's just one paint code, and in all the paint systems, it doesn't give me any options to match the color. And as you guys can tell, I mean, that's pretty off. And this is like a chrome based paint. It's literally like water, just has a little bit of metallic in it. And it's covering really poorly, like spots where we primered, where we sanded. Usually, you know, you sand this with 600 and it's fine, but it's literally not covering any of the scratches. And pretty much just putting me in a very weird situation because I've never experienced this before. So right now what we're gonna do is spray out some spray out cards, see if it matches, and hopefully we have a good color because we have no other choice. We gotta get this thing done. I'm already tired of it. So guys, we're back with a good update. I sprayed out some cards and I got a really good match, and the camera might not pick it up, but it's pretty dang close. So obviously this thing is not perfect. It's got some dust. I sprayed it with a primer gun outside in gravel, so don't mind that. But check this out. This looks way better. It's actually going to match. I don't know what the heck happened with this one. I mean, that was like $500 just down the drain, but at least we got a good base coat down. So now that we can spray this on, it's gonna be a good coverage. But as you can see, like, this paint does not cover at all. Like, this is how we prep for other colors, even silver. We finish off with a 600 grit and a gray Scotch-Brite for blends, and it covers that perfect and you never see any scratches. But this color, this is not reduced, and listen to that. That's literally like water. And thankfully I did not reduce it, because if I reduced that, it would have been even worse. Like, it wouldn't even cover for crap. But now that we got this, I got the paint guy mixing me some paint. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow in the morning and hopefully spray this thing down bright and early, because after 8 a.m. it gets too hot. Tomorrow it's gonna be around 90, and we just can't let that happen because we need some good cool weather to spray this down nicely, have the clear coat laid down nicely. We'll come in, water down the floor. Me and Dennis will spray this sucker down, and by the time everybody else wakes up, this thing will be nice and silvery. So let's not waste any time. Let's get this thing finished up. So guys, we're back. We got the GTR sprayed down like you guys saw earlier, but there's a few things that I didn't like. The way this paint laid down is just extremely weird. Never experienced something like that. So what we ended up doing was clear coating the parts, and I went ahead, let it dry, and sanded down the door and this fender with 800 grit. And I also got a blender clear kind of paint for base. And I'm gonna spray it all down, that way all the scratches get filled in with this clear blender, and then we'll paint our color and blend this door, make it look really nice. And on top of that, guys, we got good news. I finally found a paint booth and we are able to work in there. I tested it out yesterday, got a customer's job knocked out, and came out really good. So now, let's not waste any time. Let's strap this hood down, because I almost forgot to strap it down. And let's take this thing to the paint booth. Nah, it's fine. So we're back, guys, in this paint booth. We got the paint booth right there. It's not the best, but it'll do the trick. It needs some new lights, but you know, we'll work with what we got. We'll put a couple LED lights in here. Right now, let's get this thing all pressure washed and put the car in here, get it ready, tape it up, and slick this sucker down. I'm excited. What about you?
I'm already tired of this car, not gonna lie.
Hey, let's go check out the diffuser.
Stayed up till 12 sanding the doors yesterday.
So this is the diffuser right here. I did some work on it, primered it up, but there's a few spots that need to be touched up with this red putty. It dries without any hardener, and it does the job for like little pinholes, which this is out of fiberglass and plastic, so there's a lot of that little pinhole stuff. And we'll get this thing sanded down, and it's like a gray color, I guess.
Gunmetal.
Same color as the side skirts on the rear diffuser.
Same color as the wheels as well.
Yeah. So it'll be nice, it'll match. But this is the place, guys. It's secluded. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Out in the boonies. And let's get this thing slid down.
Got the booth all washed out. Still, like, there's some dirt on the floor, but we're just gonna leave this water in here. Usually we squeegee it out, but if there's water, it's less dust.
Yeah, guys, so the booth is not the best, but I painted a car in here yesterday and it came out really nice. So it approved the GTR paint job. So now we're gonna pull it in right now, tape it up, and spray this thing down.
Turn left. Okay, straight back. Good, you're good. That's good right there.
This thing's finally gonna be done, guys. I'm excited. Man, even though I say that way too much, I really am. Okay, guys, it's a 2010, whatever. But like, they could have done a lot better for an expensive car.
Yeah.
No, but man, someone's trying to catch me. But we're not gonna focus on the bad stuff. Let's focus on the good stuff, the positive side of this, and let's get this thing painted. So we're in the booth taping up the car right now. Got the car outlined where it needs to be painted. Right now we're going to throw this wrap on, cut it out, get this thing waxed and greased, removed. While I'll be painting this car, Dennis, on the other hand, is going to be sanding down this diffuser. I already started on it, but pretty much it's fiberglass and like resin and plastic and stuff like that. There's a lot of pinholes, but I got a really good deal for it. It's like a Nismo style, European style lip. It actually has vents that work, but as you can see, there's a lot of these little pinholes that need to be touched up with this putty like we showed you guys earlier. But we'll sand it down, get it all smooth. I spread some of this putty on it, and now we're sanding it down, as you guys can see. And then we're gonna pressure wash this thing out and blow it off, and then see if there's any other pinholes, which there is a few more that I saw. We'll just touch it up, let it dry out. It literally dries within a minute, and it's really cool. You don't have to put hardener in it or anything. You don't have to mix it. Really nice stuff, Dennis. What do you got to say?
Great success.
Great success. But you know what? It's hot out here. It's a beautiful day, but it is hot. But that ain't gonna stop us. We got a lot of work to do. Gotta get this done. Gotta get that car painted up. And then after that's done, actually guys, on top of everything, yesterday I ran into an issue. The alternator pulley actually got pushed in the damage, and so it's throwing the belt off and it's not aligned. And so I went ahead and ordered one yesterday. Should be in, but for right now, we're just running it the way it is. Gotta add a little bit of power steering fluid because it all, not all of it, but some of it leaked out when we started it up, and the power steering reservoir was on its side. It wasn't straight up, it was on its side, and so a lot of it kind of leaked out. But let's not waste any time. Let's get to work.
Let's get this sucker knocked out.
Yes, sir. So guys, we got this thing all sanded down. We touched up all the pinholes with the putty that we needed to. And I flipped it around because this part is gonna be the belly. You're gonna see it when it's underneath the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal the entire thing, make it cover every imperfection that there is, if there is any. And there is some.
I just took my hat off.
Anyway guys, let's get this thing sprayed in, then base coat, then clear coat, and get the heck out of here.
gentlemen, that's a wrap for the week and for this video. We appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Like and subscribe, obviously. If you guys have any tips, leave them in the comments. We're toasted out here. It's super hot.
Yeah, we are exhausted. We've been working all day. We got that thing all painted up and got the front lip painted. And with that, it's going to be a wrap for today's episode. Thank you guys once again, and I hope you guys have a good one. Hey guys, this is the first official test drive.